Alright. So for today's session, we will cover the noun stems, and at the end we will try to hack a few lines. Okay. So before we go to the noun stems, I would like us to sort of recall what are the word parts. Okay, what are the word parts? Before that, what are the word types? Word types are three, right? What are they? Noun, verb, particle. Okay. That is in terms of type. In terms of kind, okay? In terms of kind, word kind. Words are of two kinds. They are either rooted or unrooted. Okay, word kinds. So, based on the word types, which is NVP, which of the NVP are rooted and which is not rooted?
Particle unrooted, the rest rooted.
Okay, good. Okay. So when we are done with the word types and word kinds, we will go to the word parts. Okay. So how many parts of a word are there? Three. Apa dia? What are they? Prefix, suffix, and infix. Okay, that is one. Okay. So a word can be divided into three: prefix, infix, and suffix. Okay? Prefix, infix, and suffix. How many kinds of prefixes are there? Three. What are they? Pronouns. Okay, so you have pronouns and you have particles. Okay, pronouns and particles. And do you notice that particles are divided into two? Alright. Some particles only have one letter, which is called the sticky particle. Can you see that? Okay, they only have one letter. The other particles have more than one letter. They are called the 2+ particles. You may want to write there yang particles, the 2+. Okay, 2+. And then you have three kinds of pronouns. What are they? You have the subject pronoun here, and then you have the demonstrative, and then you have the relative pronoun. Okay, so there you go. And then you have at the back here, you would also have pronouns. The difference between this pronoun and this pronoun is these are what pronouns? Object pronouns. Okay? Object pronouns. And you would have, let me do it for you here. You would have three root letter here. Okay, you have 3 root letter here, and you would have a stem here, stem, stem, stem. Okay, so these letters are connected to the root letters. They are called stems, which we will see the examples when we discuss the noun stems. Okay, so I'm going to correct this. Okay, stem. So the stem is, there is a prefix stem and there is an infix stem. Okay. Okay, now we go to the noun stems. Okay, so these are the word parts. Sorry, before we go, this is, besides dividing words into prefix, infix and suffix, we can also divide words into roots, and stems, and what is this? Seeds. So we can divide them into 3. Why are there 2 categorizations of this triple categorize, this 3-part punya word? You will know later. You will know later on. Okay. So now we go to the noun stems. Okay, we will start with the most basic noun stem. Most basic noun stem. Okay. What are the roots here? Can you read for me? Ain, lam, mim. Okay. Ain, lam, mim. We will start with the first noun stem. The first noun stem is the alif here. Okay. When there is an alif there, what does it mean? It means that you go to number 15.8. 15.8. Okay, and then see the meaning. What's the meaning of 15.8? One who. Okay, one who. So, one who. So if I say, okay, let's give the meanings here first. What's the meaning of alima?
Much.
Know. Okay, or to know. Ja'ala, make. Kafara, disbelief. Amila, do. Amal, khalaqa, create. Khaliq, makhluk, and so on. So when we put an alif after the first root, it means one who. One who. But the thing is, you have to know that it's not just alif that makes the alif means one who. It has also to do with what comes before it, which is fathah and kasra. Okay. The combination between the first root which has a fathah and the second root which has a kasra plus an alif in between the first and second root makes the alif mean one who. Okay. So when I say Ja'il, what does it mean? One who makes. Or you put an ER at the end it becomes maker. So when I say kafir, what does it mean? One who disbelieve or disbeliever. So when I say amil, one who does or doer. When I say khaliq, one who creates. Okay, what is the similarity between all these words? Kasra. See that? So these three things are consistent to tell you that the meaning of the word is all about the root plus ER. Okay, so the root meaning of, let's say, ja'ala is make, and the alif is ER, so it's equal to maker. Get it? Very easy, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We are discussing the noun stems. So open your this thing, and we are at the noun stems 15.8. We just started on the noun stems. Okay. So whenever a word is in this form, that means you just put an ER after the root meaning. Okay, so let's find something here which is the same as that. Rafi'. What's the meaning of rafa'a? In Malaysia, they make it Malay. Saya merafakkan kesyukuran. Mengangkat kesyukuran. Rafa' means angkat. Okay, so let's say the formula is like this. When you see this word rafi', how do you hack it? You find the root, okay, and then you plus the form. So the root is lift. Okay, rafa'a means lift. Rafa'a means lift, and this alif means one who lifts, ataupun ER, lifter. Okay, so root plus form is equal to the meaning. It's as if you can say in Malay or in English, whenever you see what do you call this? Whenever you see A-E, whenever you see, this is fathah lah. This is fathah, this is alif, this is kasrah. So whenever you see A-A-I, something like this, it means you have an ER here. Okay? Okay. So we will go to the second most frequent form. Okay, this is the first most frequent form. The second most frequent form is when you put a meme in front and wow at the back. Wow at the back. So can you put the alima inside here? What does it become? So this is the third root, the second root, and the first root. What's the first root here? Ain. Second root? Lam. Third root is mim. What do you get? Ma'lum. You get ma'lum. How do you know what's the meaning there? You know the meaning through knowing the meaning of the affixes. The affixes of ma and waw. Okay? Ma and waw here means in Malay, which is simpler, yang di. Okay? In English, it's a bit Shakespeareish. That which is. Okay? Okay. Can you put this word inside here? It becomes that which is known. Okay? So maklum means yang diketahui. Yang diketahui. Alright. Let's do another one. Okay. Let's do another one. This one. What does it become when you add a ma and a waw after the second root? It becomes makhluk. It becomes makhluk. So what does it mean? Yang dicipta, or that which is created. That which is created. Makhluk. Okay. So this one, you can say something like when you see a ma and then a waw at the back, ma'u, it means okay. And when you see an a and then alif here, and then you have an e, it's equal to er. Okay, you get that?
Minus 2 the row.
The row is minus 2. Yeah. So when you look at minus 2, you can see the form there. The form is maf'ul. Okay. So I'm going to introduce to you how Arabs do it. Okay, how Arabs do it is like, before I introduce you to that, I will repeat this back, okay? Whenever you see a ma'u, it means the which is. When you see an a-e, it means one who. Okay? Itu faham tak? Itu faham tak Gani? Okay. Alright. So, itu faham. Okay, I'm going to introduce to you a sort of maybe simpler way for you to remember this. Okay? In Arabic, they call this wazn. They call this wazn. So instead of saying ma'u is equal to that which is, or a-e is equals to er, you can also say that whenever a form is in the form of fa'il, it means er. Whenever a form is in the form of maf'ul, it means that which is. You get that? Nampak Okay. So I'm giving you another form and then you tell me what form is it. Okay. Now I give you another word. Another word. Okay. Can you tell me what form this word is in? Okay. So how do you come up with the form? You just drag and drop this magnets and then you will get the form. So what is the form here? Fi'l. Okay. So this form which is, if we don't use this fa'ala, we can also say that this form is just about the first root has a kasra and the second root has a sukun. Whenever this form happens, it means at the end you have ing. You have ing. Okay. So I'll give you another one which is similar to this form. Okay. So okay, I can't think of one now. Okay. Shirk. Maybe I love this word so much, that's why it's memorable. Shirk. What form is this word? Fi'l. Okay. You can say the form is fi'l. You can also say that the form is the first root, it has a kasra and the second root has a sukun. Whatever way suits you. Okay. So when the form is fi'l, it means there is ing. Okay. So when there is ing, this form you will just come up with the root. So you will find the root of sharaka. The root of sharaka, you go to the dictionary. Okay, go to the dictionary now, since you have one. Find the meaning of sharaka. So the first one who gets it will get a croissant. Associate. Okay. So sharaka means associate. So the root meaning is associate. Okay. So if sharaka as a root, it means associate. What's the meaning of shirk? Associating or association. Okay, because this ing is just a sample suffix, it's just a model suffix, it can be something else. Okay, I think we talk about this, we call it verbal noun. Okay, verbal noun is masdar in Arabic. What you do when to get a verbal noun is basically you nounize a verb. Okay, there's a new word in the Quranic Arabic dictionary. You nounize a word. So you have a word associate. How do you make it a noun? Association. Okay. Okay. How to nounize it? You plus a the. So write. The writing. read, the reading. Establish, the establishment. Okay, so associate, the association. That is called verbal noun. When I say ing, it doesn't have to be ing. It can be something else. Okay, so shirk. Alright, so where do you find this? Where do you find this form? You find this form in 15.19. 15.19. Can you see fi'il there? And can you see the meaning behind? What does it put there, the meaning? Is it VN? Right. So VN is verbal noun. It can be ing suffix or any other suitable suffixes. Okay. Don't correct it yet because the fi'il there. Do you notice that the fi'il can also be fu'ul, can also be fa'al, which means all the three forms fi'il, fu'ul, fa'al means verbal noun. All three forms, when you meet it, it means it is a verbal noun. For example, okay, kafara, okay, too much already. Kafara, so becomes kufur. So what do you have on the first root? Dhamma. On the second root? Sukun. Is it the same as this one? Right? So it's the same. It means it's a VN. It's a VN. So when it's a VN, you plus the root. What's the root meaning? Disbelief plus a VN ing as a sample suffix. It becomes what? The disbelieving. The act of disbelieving. So kufur is the act of disbelieving. Kafara means disbelief. Kufur, the act of disbelieving. So now you have fi'il for ilm, and shirk and fu'ul for kufur. So we have one more. What is the one more? The other one? Fa'al, right? So you have the dhamma, and then you have the kasra. Okay, let's make this. Ja'al. Okay, so what's the form of ja'al? Fa'al. What does fa'al mean? What is it? It's a verbal noun. So when it's a verbal noun, whenever something is a verbal noun, okay, the formula is root plus ing. So what's the root here? What's the meaning of the ja'ala? Make. Okay? Make. So how do you nounize make? It becomes the making of Minions, the movie.
If that's the case, I think focus on the center one and the sequence, because the first one, all the forms can. The R, E, U. That means I have to care about the middle letter. As long as got sukun, then it will be the something ing.
Yeah. If it's a noun, yes. When there is no prefixes before it. When there are prefixes, that you will go into some hellish confusion.
From the root to the ja'al, we need to know the form. Is it from the root word change to?
Yeah. When the root word,
How can we know whether it's ja'al or ju'un
no, I don't get.
for ja'ala?
For ja'ala.
How can we know that it's ja'al or ju'un or
Oh,
that one is true?
that one is cast in stone. So good question. So ja'ala, the verbal noun becomes ja'al, which is a fathah. Alima, the verbal noun becomes ilm. Okay, different from ja'ala. Okay, this one becomes kasra, this one becomes fathah. Kafara didn't become kafir, kaf or kifr, it becomes kufr. That is cast in stone. That one there's no standard. You just have to know it from the dictionary. That's why you always have a dictionary.
So it cannot be all the three lah.
Cannot. Cannot.
One word can only either
One of the two.
Yes. Usually. Sometimes when it's flexible, it can assume two. But usually it just assumes one. Okay. So that's why you have to know the form. You don't need to know how it will be like. You just know the form, then you know that the meaning is that. Okay. So with that, we have covered the three most frequent noun stems. So those are the most frequent noun stems that you will meet in the Quran. Although it's listed here the other noun stems, but those are the most frequent ones. Okay.